force across all domains together with our allies and partners. INDOPACOM's mission is to prevent conflict through the execution of integrated deterrence. And should deterrence fail, we must be prepared to fight and win. Seize the Initiative describes INDOPACOM's approach to accomplishing these missions. This approach requires the joint force to think, act, and operate differently by realigning our posture, advancing our warfighting capabilities, in order to provide the President and the Secretary with options across the entire spectrum of competition, crisis, or conflict. Effective deterrence requires significant investment to defend the homeland, protect the joint force, operate in contested space, and provide all-domain battle space awareness with an integrated fires network that synchronizes the joint force. These initiatives are incorporated into the theater campaign plan. They are facilitated and supported by agile logistics, a robust experimentation program, as well as exercises, and constant collaboration with our allies and partners to promote peace in the region. We must take concerted efforts to increase our resilience and strengthen our capabilities through sustained investments, utilizing predictable budgets, a strong industrial base, and reliable supply chains. I'm optimistic we will see a strategy-based FY23 budget that takes the appropriate initial steps to address key adversarial challenges and increase our warfighting advantages. The resources we commit now and in the future will preserve a free and open Indo-Pacific, strengthen our deterrence posture, and provide us the ability to fight and win should deterrence fail. Thanks to the committee, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you, General LaCamera.
Chairman Smith, Ranking Member Rogers, and distinguished members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to appear with you today. I appreciate your leadership and dedication in supporting our total force and our families who work with our Korean allies and United Nations sending states in order to maintain a stable and secure environment on the Korean Peninsula. I would also like to thank President Biden, Secretary Austin, and General Milley for their continued leadership and support, along with Admiral Aquilino, the functional combatant commanders who support us, my fellow component commanders, and my interagency colleagues. It's easy to stand on freedom's frontier with this tremendous support. Finally, I want to thank our Korean hosts and their professional military. I'm pleased to update you on the great work done by our dedicated personnel who serve in the Republic of Korea. They are professionally executing the missions of the United Nations Command, Combined Forces Command, and the United States Forces Korea. The United States Republic of Korea alliance was forged in the crucible of battle, while the Democratic People's Republic of Korea continues to pose multiple threats to the region and international security. This alliance remains the linchpin of regional stability and has prevented a resumption of the hostilities that shredded peace on the Korean Peninsula some 72 years ago. It remains ironclad, and our service members, along with the Republic of Korea military, are trained and ready to respond to a provocation or crisis if called upon. Our three commands, United Nations Command, Combined Forces Command, and United States Forces Korea, must remain vigilant, prepared, and ready. Under one commander, these three commands are empowered to maintain a stabilized security environment for the Republic of Korea, our regional allies, and our partners. We have international legitimacy through the United Nations Command, whose mission is to enforce the 1953 Armistice Agreement, coordinate UN sending state contributions, and execute assigned functions directed by the United States national authorities through the Joint Chiefs of Staff to preserve peace and security on the Korean Peninsula. We are proud of the combined teamwork of the U.S.-Korean alliance. Combined Forces Command is the combined warfighting headquarters representing the U.S.-Korea bilateral military partnership. Formed in 1978, it's a unique entity that takes policy, direction, and missions from the Combined Military Committee and is governed by and subject to binational decision-making and consensus. We maintain our strong U.S. commitment to Korea. U.S. Forces Korea is the premier joint force committed to defending the security of the Republic of Korea. It's disciplined, trained, and ready to fight tonight, respond in crisis, and win in conflict. Central to meeting any threats is resourcing the strengthening of our force and best possible care of our families. I'm grateful for your support and leadership in these no-fail tasks. I know you're aware of South Korea's powerful economic, military, and technical standings. No doubt you're aware of their social impact. All of this is part of the hard work, discipline, and dedication of the Korean people, all done under the security umbrella of the U.S.-Korea alliance. The Republic of Korea is an incredible ally, and it's a privilege to move into the future together with them in the land of the morning calm. I'm honored to command and serve this dedicated multinational combined and joint force in one of the most significant dynamic regions of the world. Those who serve there are committed, capable, and well supported. The force is postured to deter aggression, protect U.S. interests, and if needed, defeat any adversary. As long as the threat persists, the U.S.-Korean alliance remains vigilant, determined, and steadfast in defense of the Korean Peninsula and across the region. As the commander of these incredible service members, I appreciate this committee's continued support to fully prepare them to fight and win on the most dangerous piece of ground, the last 100 meters of land, sea, and air. Under one flag, Kachikapshida, we go together, fight tonight. Thank you for the opportunity to provide an opening statement. I look forward to your questions.
Thank you very much. One programming note before we get going with questions. There are going to be votes at some point.